Oh, baby. We are live. Yo, we are. Earnshaw, we're less than 10 days away from the deadline. I can't wait. This is going to be a fun one, baby. This is going to be fun. What's up, brother?
What's going on, Francisco? Yo, you like the new shirt? Let's get ready for next year. Let's change the rules. Let's change the rules.
Please. You know what, Earnshaw? We didn't really get a
Change
chance
the rules.
to talk about the All-Star game too much after the fact. But all I'm going to say is this. By the time it gets to Philadelphia next year, they better have that derby back to 10 outs by the time in 365, whatever, probably less days that it is happening. It better be back by then. And you agree. I know
agree.
you agree now. Thanks. Good to be back.
I was appalled by this year's derby. Appalled, Francisco. Hopefully, Philadelphia, year 250 for the USA. It's gonna be a big year around here next year. Man, I can't wait. They better change it. It better be a good derby because I'm going. We're gonna be there in some capacity. I don't know how, but we'll be there some capacity.
And by the way, Nick, I think you'd be a little proud of me. I'm here right now. I'm here with this, right? With the All-Star game. I'm not saying I'm necessarily for having World Series home field advantage come back. But if they made the change back to it, I don't think I would push back or be mad.
Good. Look at you. We've evolved. You and I have evolved on our All-Star takes, because they were different. We had differing opinions. We've evolved, and now we agree. We're pretty much in lockstep. How about that?
We are. But so here's the reason why too, right? I think no matter what, me and you, Nick, as baseball fans, we're going to be excited for the All-Star game no matter what. And I was excited last week, but as soon as Skeens was out there and threw the first pitch, I was like, not the same. We texted about it. Not the same juice to it. Ended up being great, and it was saved by the Derby swing off, by the way. But they need to do something about guys starting to care about this, because you got Jose Ramirez, who was in the starting lineup, who, not even because of injury, just said, hey, I need to rest because I want to rest for the second half. So, I hope they
guys leaving early. That's why Schwarber got the MVP. Yeah. Let's leave early. Let's catch a jet in the sixth inning.
Scooble was out there in his post-game attire for the Derby. I'm like, I get it. We're all here to have fun, but what are you doing, man? The game's not over yet.
Yeah.
Bad look.
Not great.
Not great. But yeah, that was so the All-Star game was last week. National League won on the Derby, first ever Derby swing off. That was a really, really cool moment. The Kyle Schwarber bat from that is going to Cooperstown, I believe. I don't know if it's either.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
It's either the bat he used or the trophy that he got, the trophy bat. But I think it's the bat that he used. But either way, that was the All-Star game last week. But now this week, Nick, I want to return to, who do you think both teams are to beat in both leagues, not just the National League? Look, the Brewers are hot. The Brewers have the best record in the National League, but
they do.
Looking at the American League East now, which is totally, kind of flip-flopped now to this point. Blue Jays are in first place with 59 wins. They've been hot as heck. The Red Sox have gotten back into it with, they had a 10-game win streak, before their weekend series with the Cubs. The Red Sox have been hot too. Tigers, still the best record in the American League with a 60-41 record. But Nick, I think this has been, one of the more wide open, runs for a World Series in both leagues. At first I said American League, but now looking at it, Brewers are in first place, best record in the National League, half game better record than in baseball than the Detroit Tigers. And I want to know, Nick, and we'll start with you, Nick. I want to know, let's go both leagues. I think it's wide open in both. I want to know, who do you think the teams to beat are? And by the way, I'll throw in our initial World Series predictions, because I went back and watched them. I want to throw those in there too. But I want to know from you, who are the teams to beat in both leagues?
Yeah, it was funny because you were like, do you remember before the show, before we came on, went live, you were like, do you remember who you picked to go to the World Series? I was like, it had to have been the Dodgers. I definitely preseason probably picked the Dodgers. I could not remember my American League team, and you went Rangers, right? Or you said I went Rangers, correct?
You did.
Yeah, I don't know about that one
I mean,
anymore.
500,
Uh,
150.
yeah, not a great pick. But now, who did you go with?
So I did Astros Dodgers.
Okay. It's not a bad pick.
Astros Dodgers. So I mean, rematch of the 2017 World Series. So
It's not a bad pick. All right.
yeah. So I
But
want to know
yes,
who you got
right now, I think still I got to stick with the Dodgers. They're still a game and a half out of the best record in the National League. They're the defending World Series champions. I think they are still the team to beat in the National League. They're just ridiculous. Sitting at 59-42 on the season. They struggled. Before the All-Star break, in their last 10 games, going back before that, they're 3-7. They're a team that needs some bullpen help as well. Battled some injuries, but I still think they're the team to beat in the National League, defending World Series champions, et cetera, et cetera. You know the rest. It's the Dodgers. So I'm going to go Dodgers for the National League. American League is where it gets tricky because it's certainly not the Yankees. They have struggled mightily as of late. They're another team that I'm not in love with at the moment, right? I think it's Detroit. I really do. They have the best record in the American League at 60-41. Listen, they have the same amount of wins as the Milwaukee Brewers, both at 60 wins. I love their pitching, man. And
He's such a treat to watch every time.
I just love it, Fran. Like, I think they're the best team. And listen, they were in the ALCS last year by just everyone was shocked by that, right? And they've just carried it over into this year.
Not to be annoyed, but DS, by the way.
Yeah, sorry. But they've carried it over into this year. Just stunning. Yeah. So I'm going with Detroit, and I am going with the Dodgers at this point as my two teams.
Yeah, so I can't be mad at your picks. I think that, I mean, defending World Series champions, Tigers, have had one of the, they've been one of the best teams in baseball the entire year. They've kept it up the entire year. It's really, I'm not going to necessarily push back against your picks and say like you're completely wrong. It's hard to sit here and be like, no, you're just like, those are stupid. No, I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to start with the American League actually, and the only thing with the Tigers with me, Nick, is that, and maybe they're going to prove me wrong. I don't know if it's their young offense that I just don't trust enough, and their bullpen has been shaky lately. By the way, last month or two has been shaky. The Tigers need to prove it to me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's them kind of exceeding expectations this fast for them to even take it to 5 last year in the DS, and to get to this point and have one of the being consistently one of the best teams in baseball to this point. I get it. Skubal is a monster. It's nice to see Torkelson. It's nice to see Mize. Both have the years they're having to this point. They'll eventually get Kerry Carpenter back, who's I think important key to their offense. The Tigers with them, it's going to be the deadline. And it's going to be a lot of things. The deadline's going to be, we're going to do a deadline show next week. This is going to be a really fun deadline. I think it's going to be one of the more important deadlines, in recent memory. So I like your Tigers pick, but I'm going to go the Astros. I'm going to stick with who I had at the beginning of the season. The thing with the Astros, I love their bullpen. I like their rotation. I like their offense too. And I know they're not a perfect team. Again, it's wide open. There's no like slam dunk, like 110 win team where I'm like, yeah, this is going to be the clear, walk in for the American League into the World Series. I just think this is more about the other teams. This is more about, I just don't trust the Tigers yet. I'm not there. The Blue Jays have played great baseball. I don't know how much I love the Blue Jays to make a run or anything like that. Playoff team, yeah, maybe. The Yankees have too many flaws. They're starting pitching. Their bullpen, honestly, every piece of their team. They're a good team, but every piece of their team, they have some question marks. Curious to see what they do at the deadline. And the Astros just always hang around, man. They always just find a way to hang around. I think if the Astros can find a way to add a starting pitcher at the deadline, depending on who it is, starting pitcher and a piece of their offense, I think I like the Astros to make a run in the American League, get back to the World Series. My original pick before the year started, and the National League, we're in lockstep. And it's going back to who I had before the season started with the Dodgers. Again, it's just like the Cubs have been really good this year. The Brewers, I don't know how long they're going to keep this up. This is the first time they've had this good of a record, I think, this late in the season. But, I mean, who's been doing it for the Brewers lately? Like Caleb Durbin. Like, who else? Like, I don't – look, Brewers are a good team. They're good. But I can't see them making a run in come playoff time. And I don't really – look, the Phils, who they're both of our teams here, the Phillies, they need to figure it out come playoff time with their offense, with the bullpen. I don't know how much I trust the Phillies. The Mets are a good team, but I don't know how much I trust the Mets. Cubs and Brewers, like I mentioned, I didn't really mention the Cubs there too much. I don't know, the Cubs have to prove it to me a little bit too, kind of like the Tigers. Cubs and Brewers need to prove it to me. So that leaves me to go with the Dodgers. And the Dodgers, by the way, they do have their flaws. They're starting pitching and their bullpen, especially this year. Bullpen has not been good. So, and we'll see if they have maybe they'll have a similar deadline like they did last year. And they added Kopech last year, added Flaherty, and they were key pieces for their playoff run. And they're going to need a relief pitcher, probably multiple relief pitchers, and another arm, but they will be getting guys back. They'll be getting Blake Snell back. They'll be getting other guys back eventually. But I'm still going to stick with the Dodgers and the Astros, but it's not necessarily more about how confident I am in them. I think it's just more about the rest of the field where I'm like, I don't know if I trust them a whole lot. They need to kind of prove it to me to this point.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. Listen, I think we're both in agreement with the Dodgers. The bullpen both scares us, right? Like that. And we know at the deadline that it's going to be a bidding war for relievers. We know that a lot of teams need relievers. So that's what's going to make it fascinating. I think Detroit, I think their offense is going to be good. You have Green, you have Baez. You have guys there that I think could get them to go through a postseason, right? If they get hot and they stay hot throughout a postseason, their pitching can really carry them. I know the bullpen can be, question mark, but the starting pitching, man, ridiculous. So I hear you on the Astros. That's not a bad pick either because they just hang around. They're still going to hang around. So I don't. I know they're just there. They're just going to be there. They're going to be there. So don't hate that pick either. But I'm going to switch my American League team, go with the Tigers, but Dodgers, yeah, I think you and I are locked. I mean, they're the defending champs. So and they're still at the top. They're a game and a half out of having the best record in the National League. So I think it makes sense to have them there.
And by the way, I kind of hope you're right on the Tigers pick. Tigers are a fun team to watch. I mean, you got Javi Baez playing the outfield this year. He makes the All-Star team.
Yeah, man.
They're a really fun team to watch. Like I said, Torkelson, Riley Green are extremely fun to watch. Every time, I think right now, there's a lot of, I think we're stepping into a golden era as far as pitchers go. Like Skubal and Skeens right now, like they're the two starting the All-Star game. They're literally appointment television every single time they start. Every single time. Like you have to. And I was so glad he was able to make the start against the Rangers this past weekend on Sunday Night Baseball because you need him on that stage. Like Skubal is so fun to watch as a pitcher, his personality. He's incredible. So I want to see Skubal, and I hope you're right. I want to see the Tigers. I don't know when the last time they were in the World Series. 06, right? 06. No, I'm an idiot. What am I talking about? 2010s.
Mid-2010s, yeah.
Yep.
It was against the Giants.
14? Yeah, it was 14, right?
Yeah, against the Giants. Every other year. Hunter Pence was on those teams.
He was. Oh, you love Hunter Pence.
It's my guy. It's my guy. We got the Hunter Pence bobblehead over here somewhere.
Wait, by the way, did Tigers make 2 World Series in that run? No.
Oh,
No,
you're gonna make me do history.
No, I'm doing it right now. I'm looking it up. I'm on Baseball Reference.
It was
They made the
14, and it was
just 12. 12. So 14
oh,
actually.
12. Who was 14?
I'm about to look. 12 was
Royals.
Royals.
That was the Royals. Okay, so that was Royals. I think I got them flipped. Yeah, I got them flipped.
Yeah. So
I knew it was against the Giants.
All right, so you're not sticking with the Rangers?
No, not sticking with they're not the team to beat. No.
Okay,
no way.
I don't know. They were your World Series pick.
Team to beat. Are you serious? No, I know. This was before the season, and we new information, new opinions.
I'm saying, I'm keeping track of this. I do my due diligence for the show.
Yeah, you love it. You just were like, yeah. Look at your stupid pick from early in the season.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. I mean, you're a fan of like 6 teams. It's funny, and the team that you picked at the beginning of the season is not one of your teams, and the team you're picking right now is also not one of your teams, the Tigers. Nope. So this is a big development for you.
It is. It's not the A's. Can't pick the A's, but hopefully Mason Miller and Brent Rooker. By the way, Brent Rooker got screwed in that home run derby, but. That's another.
You want to talk about the home run derby? I don't even want to talk about that derby. I
turned it off, dude. I turned it off.
You just saw the result.
I saw the result, but I turned it off.
Yeah, my thing was I texted you this. Like, I wake up to O'Neal Cruz hitting a 500-foot bomb, and I go to watch the highlight, and half of it is.
You didn't say
it. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm distracted by them going to the next pitch. Like, this is dumb.
Yeah, it's sad.
Anyone that really actually likes this. Anyway, go ahead. Let's get to the meat.
I was just gonna say, we gotta eat. I haven't eaten yet.
You haven't eaten yet? Oh yeah, you do want to move.
Nah.
You want to do a 10-minute show.
I'm getting hangry over here. Don't bring up the home run derby again, or I'll get angry.
You get angry at everybody. I want my Domino's now.
I do have pizza in the fridge.
That's literally you. I want my Domino's now. Holy crap! All right, well let's before you get mad at me, let's go to the meat and potatoes. I won't even talk about food. I had spaghetti. That's it. Okay.
There you go. Still good.
Trying to make you hungry. All right, meat and potatoes. No. So, Nick, we saw something last night that we have not seen since 1971 when the Dodgers beat the Cincinnati Reds.
How about that?
Night, we saw the Phillies, and Edmundo Sosa was up to bat. And I think it was a 1-2 count, I believe it was. And it was either ball, it doesn't even matter. It was a ball or strike. Sosa was going to go, for the next pitch. And he swung, and he half swung, I think it was, right? And he half swung, but after he half swung, he pointed to the catcher's glove and said to the umpire, like, yo, I think it was catcher's interference. They overturned the call. They looked at it, of course, went to New York. They overturned the call. And, Nick, we had catcher's interference to walk off the game with bases loaded in the 10th inning last night. I mean, it does not get more baseball than that. We never, ever see that.
No, I was stunned. I was like, and it was great and by the way, you mentioned 1971. That was the great Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench with the Reds against the Dodgers. How about that for a little nugget there? How about that?
There he is, nuggets coming in hot.
But yeah, I mean, what was also great about it is that nobody put a ball in play that whole inning. Yeah. The ball wasn't put in play. There's the picture right there. Sorry, it's a little small. I just pulled it up really fast. But, I mean, this is why baseball is so awesome. And Tom McCarthy had a great call on the TV broadcast, like saying, this is why, like, baseball's amazing. Like, only in baseball are you going to end the game on a catcher's interference. I mean, this is something that does not happen. And, we've seen balk-offs before. We've seen all types of ways to end the game, right? A catcher's interference is wild. You don't see that. And I was just stunned. I was like, they're going to call that, and then they're going to end it. And you just hear the crowd roaring. I mean, it's just fun. What a fun way to end the game. Because not if you're a losing team. That would be an annoying way to end the game. But catcher's interference, I don't know if we'll ever see that again. Now, also, Jake Starr from the Reading Phillies is their media relations person. And he put out a tweet yesterday. And I talked about this on the radio today, too. And I thought it was hysterical, this tweet. So he put out that the Fightin' Phils beat Erie on a walk-off catcher's interference on September 4th, 2024. Guess who the batter was in that game on the catcher's interference? Otto Kemp. Otto Kemp was the batter. And guess who the runner on second was for this catcher's interference? Walk-off catcher's interference. Otto Kemp was on second base. So he has had 2 catcher's interference walk-offs or been a part of it in some capacity in less than a year. This hasn't happened in Major League Baseball since 1971. This guy's been a part of 2 through the minor leagues and major leagues. That's crazy. It's just one of those weird stats that, like, how does that even happen? But yeah, I mean, what a fun way to end the game.
Yeah, it's insane. It was it just doesn't really get more baseball than that. What happened? No. By the way, I believe with 71, it was Johnny Bench at the plate, or not at the plate, but he was behind the plate.
Yes.
Manny Mota for the Dodgers, and that they had catcher's interference. So that was it's never see these things, man. Never. What? It was and I think, by the way, it was for I'm reading off Jason Stark's tweet from yesterday. He said, Retro Sheet founder Dave Smith reports that the last walk-off catcher's interference was on Johnny Bench in 71 for stepping in front of the plate as Manny Mota tried to steal home. So Manny Mota wasn't at bat, but Manny Mota was trying to steal home with the bases loaded, which was both catcher's interference and a balk. It's insane.
It's no more baseball than that. You don't get more baseball than that. I mean, that's if for us ball lovers out there. I mean, come on, it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah. Did it feel good as a Phillies fan to know that happened? Like
hell yeah.
There's some people that were saying, "Oh yeah, it's just a dumb way to win."
Oh, grow up. If you're out there complaining about a win like that, grow up. Like, seriously, have fun for once. Like, actually have some joy in your life, okay? Like, I saw Thompson like shaking everybody's hand, like laughing after the game. That's what you do. Because sometimes you gotta have some fun. Yeah, we talk about the Phillies on a daily, right? And we criticize teams, fine. But have fun every once in a while. That was fun. If you're a Red Sox fan, not fun. Losing end, not fun. That was fun. And you saw they were laughing. Like, how does that happen? It's just baseball. And it was goofy. So you grow up. Like have some fun. For once. Like, come on.
Angry Earnshaw. All right. Angry Earnshaw. Let's go.
Angry
Earnshaw. Angry Earnshaw.
Need some food, man.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the next thing. So the Reds and Braves are going to be playing on a speedway next year. Isn't it awesome? And they unveiled the uniforms for it. And so we have the Braves uniforms, we have the Reds uniforms, and you have to be able to pull it up? Yeah, you're the man. And this is what they look like. I'm gonna be straight up with you, Nick. I'm a fan. I'm especially a fan of the Reds ones. I think they go hard. They go really hard. The Braves ones are cool. I like the Braves hats. I think the Reds are super cool, man. I love them. I would, if I were you, I'd be snagging an Ellie jersey like now. I might snag 100 green.
Yeah, I might have to, man.
TJ Friedel?
I mean, do you see the Cincinnati hats, though? Like, they have the checkered flag on the brim.
Oh, it's fine. No, the Reds are better by far. I think we agree with that.
Yes.
By far.
Because really the Braves only have the hat, and then they have the number on the back.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're good, but the Reds I'm not even neither of us are NASCAR guys. Like but I can say that the Reds jerseys with the hat, with the uniform, I think are very, very NASCAR.
Number.
Like it's and maybe it's because of they're able to put the number next to the number with the Reds.
Right.
I think that's why they look better.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I think it's because you can put the number on there, and with Atlanta, you have the whole Atlanta across the chest, so you can't really do much on the front.
Right.
It really you can only do the number on the back, so you gotta make the hat look cool. So both are really cool, but the Reds one, it's awesome. It's awesome. Like great idea by the way. Like having a baseball game in the middle of a speedway, that's pretty
It's
cool.
fire.
Like that's all. Baseball's having a moment right now, man. They are. They finally realize, hey, we should probably, let content creators have fun with stuff. Boom. There you go.
Yeah,
like they're having a moment.
yeah,
And the Speedway, great idea. Great marketing.
Yeah, I like it. And, we've been switching it up year to year. It seems like we've had the Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
We had it last year in the Negro League fields, right?
Yep.
And now next year we're gonna have the Speedway Classic. So I think Major League Baseball is doing a good job here of kind of spreading these out. You can't have them too often, like with the Winter Classic and
Right.
with hockey. Like they've had their whole outdoor series, which just
It
didn't make
loses its
great.
luster after a while.
Yeah, so I think you got to spread these out. You don't need to have them every single, couple of months or every single year. Let's just have them how we have it now with this, where we're spreading these out, which I think is a good thing for baseball. I think they're doing it the right way. So I'm excited, and these uniforms make me even more excited for it. So
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in.
too. I'm in.
I'm in.
All right, Nick. Let's get to the last thing for the meat and potatoes. And let's bring back something we haven't done in a while.
Yeah.
I guess I'll start here. We're gonna do stat of the week and we'll do prospect of the week. One is Eugenio Suarez, Nick, and this was, I guess, yesterday. Sarah Langs put out this tweet about Eugenio Suarez, who has just been mashing the baseball, and he's going to be traded at the deadline, and he's just been hitting dingers upon dingers upon dingers, and so Sarah Langs tweeted this out after Eugenio's last home run for the D-backs. Eugenio Suarez is each of the Diamondbacks' last 7 home runs. It's tied for the longest streak of a team's homers by one player in at least the expansion era at 1961, with August 11th to August 20th in 2000. Sammy Sosa, the run he had in the late 90s, early 2000s type of numbers he was putting up. And then May 13th to May 15th in 1979, Mike Schmidt. So, Suarez, man, he's just on fire. He's got to be. He was on Jeff Passan's number one deadline candidate rank. They did their top 50 trade deadline candidates recently, yesterday, and Suarez is number one right now. His stock just keeps going up and up, and he is on his way to having a career year. I'm really curious to see where he goes.
Yeah, that's a great stat. I'm so looking forward to the trade deadline. I'm very curious to see where he ends up. Like, the D-backs are going to get a package for him. So the fact he keeps hitting the baseball like this is not helping out other teams at the deadline. It's just not. It just means the price is continually rising if you're looking to get into Suarez business. But it's crazy. I did see that Sarah Lang's tweet the other day. I was like, holy moly. So good pull by you. That is a good stat.
He'd be a good pick for the team that you picked for the American League. I'll tell you that, man. The Tigers. Oh boy, he would be. He'd be a great piece for that offense. Just great piece. I might change my pick if they decide.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Tigers would be interesting, but Eugenio Suarez has just been. He's right there with. I think he had 49 homers for the Reds back in 2019. He's on track to have that type of year where he was among the league leaders in home runs. Right now, he's leading the National League in home runs, leading the majors in ribbies too. Even though RBIs don't really matter anymore, but yeah. There you go. So Suarez is really going to be somebody interesting to watch. Give me your prospect of the week, Nick.
All right, we're gonna fly down to Florida. AAA affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays. Dominic Keegan, number 12 prospect, ranked in the Rays system, a catcher. Dude, he has had a month of July. He has been fantastic. He plays for the Durham Bulls right now as their catcher. 24 years young. College was Vanderbilt. Listen, the month of July, he has had a hit in every single game but one. He has had 4 multi-hit games, had a 3-hit game the other night. He has been just raking the baseball, batting .342 in the month of July with a .395 on base, .684 slug for a catcher. Man, he has been tearing it up for the Durham Bulls. You're going to see him soon. He's going to be in the majors soon. this guy has just had a massive year on the season. He is batting .299, 7 homers, 21 RBIs, a .936 OPS. The guy's just mashing the baseball right now, having a great month of July, 3 hits the other night. Dominic Keegan, a catcher to watch in Tampa Bay's system. He is my prospect of the week.
Okay, I like it. So we shall close it out because, again, Earnshaw he's hangry. He needs his food. He needs his Domino's. Get it now. Get it now.
Not tonight. You're not
going to have the Domino's?
No. I don't know what I'm going to have tonight, actually. Still have not decided.
Well, good luck.
Should I DoorDash something while we're on the show?
Why don't you be a man and cook up something? Come on. You're not even responding, which means what do you know how to cook?
Let's see. I've done crepes before.
Grapes?
Made pizzas. I can cook noodles. Noodles, yeah. Yeah.
You said breakfast?
Grapes? No, crepes.
What's that?
Oh, dude, you gotta look it up. Let's see. Noodles is pretty good. I could do, cook a mean ramen.
I'm not. Yeah. Oh,
that might be on the list tonight.
Okay. Anyway, all right. This is going nowhere. Let's close out the show, Nick. The first thing I want to talk about is rapper Action Bronson, who I believe he's also like a chef. By the way, I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know if he's a chef anymore.
I kind of remember seeing that.
I think before he started rapping, he was a chef. He's probably still a chef. He probably can cook you your dinner tonight. You're probably gonna hire him.
That'd be great. Might have to,
dude. But I don't know. So I think I don't know when this interview's coming out. I think it might have come out already. I didn't get a chance to watch it if it did come out. But him and Lindor Francisco Lindor interviewed Action Bronson, and I guess Lindor asked him about one of his tattoos that he has, and he literally has Barry Bonds' 2001 stats tattooed on his arm. It's freaking sick.
Insane.
I love it. Now I don't have any tattoos, and I wouldn't. I nothing against tattoos. I don't have any.
Whose season would you, if you were to get tattoos, who would you put on?
Question.
Yeah.
This is the question to ask.
Yeah.
Boy,
who's batting? And you have to put batting average, home run, and RBIs because that's what he has.
The funny part is I'd probably put Bonds on there. I probably would. I have to go something different because we can't do Bonds because he already did Bonds. Who would I do?
I would go Zach Wheeler's 2025. How about that?
Yeah,
I'd go pitcher ERA. That'd be great. Whip.
I'd go like Felix Hernandez's Cy Young season because I love the win-loss record. I love him having the year he had.
You would never get win-loss tattooed on your body.
Yeah, I would because he had a freaking 13-12 year, and it just shows how dumb the win-loss stat is.
That's what you get tattooed.
And led the majors in ERA. I'd be like, look,
God.
The win-loss stat is just irrelevant. Let's do something else. So you would go, honestly, you go Wheeler, or you'd go somebody else?
Go Wheeler. 2025 Wheeler. Cy Young.
Over yet. Give me something that's already happened.
Actually, I should probably do Ellie's. By the end of the year, I'll probably have Ellie's on there, Batting average, home runs, ribbies.
No fun. You're trying to go this year. The season isn't even over.
I don't know. That's a good question.
You got Bryson Stott, 2022?
Probably. He'll never hit above 280 again.
Yep. He is.
Might have to go maybe Jimmy's MVP year.
I like that answer a lot, actually.
Maybe Jimmy's J-Roll.
I might have to. Yeah, I would go with that answer too. Honestly, that's one of the. If I were to get like 10 different stats tattooed on my body, Jimmy's 07 year would probably. Be. Yeah, Howard's 06 year too. That's probably up there.
Yeah.
One of Pujols' years for me too. I'd probably be up there.
I like it.
One of Doc Halliday's years.
It's such a random thing because he's got a lot of tattoos. To have Bonds' stats is crazy.
Yeah, no, it's fire. I love it. It's sick. It's sick. All right, Nick. And to wrap it up, it's honestly a great weekend, but it's a sad weekend too.
It is.
So for the first time in 3 years,
Yeah.
Hall of Fame inductions will not feature the members of the Shift and
Pete.
Pete. I was gonna say Pete and Narado. Shout out to Pete, who I saw last night. I was working hard at KYW. Yeah, this is gonna be something, Nick. So we did the Fenway trip this year. We decided to skip Cooperstown because we're not loaded rich people. We can't just be going everywhere. And plus I'm going to Savannah Bananas this weekend as well.
You are. I will be in New York.
I know. Look,
Phillies Yankees. No, I will be at Phillies Yankees. That's actually a day trip right there. So that's you get that done in a day.
Yeah. No, it's I hope they I hope it's a good game too. I hope it's a good game.
Yeah.
You've never been to the Yankee Stadium, right?
Never been to Yankee Stadium. Getting Fenway and Yankee Stadium done in the same year is pretty awesome. Yeah. Cool. It's pretty. I'm happy about it. Get to check it off the list. Checking it off.
That's awesome. Good rematch the 09 World Series, but
Taijuan Walker might be pitching, but it's all right.
Okay,
we'll get by.
Just see Judge hit 3 homers. It'll be fun.
Yeah. It's all right.
Anyway, but the inductions is Nick this weekend, and the first question that I have for you is this weekend going to be as good as it's been the last 2 years because the Shift won't be there?
Well, honestly, yes, because Dick Allen's getting inducted.
It's true. The way you spun that.
So I love that. Here's the 3 that were, eligible, not through a committee. They got in CC, Ichiro, Billy Wagner. It's that great class. It's a really good class. And the fact Dick Allen's getting in, I guess it is a little bit better because we're not going to be there for it. That stinks. Wish we could see that one. But I think this. Listen, I think we'll be back at some point. But we gotta. 100%. I think we gotta get these stadiums off our list.
1,000%. We're going to. We might be going to a couple stadiums next year.
Yeah,
we're not going to reveal them yet because it's not fun. We're not revealing it yet. Stay tuned.
Like we did Cooperstown 2 years in a row.
Right.
Right. So it was like, all right, we've done it. We've seen it. We've done a couple of shows up here. Yeah, it's time to expand. Go to Boston. We go to Fenway this year. Next year, there'll be another one on the list.
Yeah, here's the one thing I'll say about Cooperstown, just for people out there. Like it's an awesome trip. I just think that initially we talked about we're gonna make this like an every year thing. It's great to see the museum and it's incredible. It's awesome. And every time you go, it's awesome. But go a couple straight years. Like we've seen it. Like we don't need to see it every year. I mean, it's and the inductions are really cool. I think 100%. Like if you haven't gone, you need to go at least one time in your life to be able to. I would say do the whole weekend. If you're a baseball fan, 100% do the entire weekend. Go for it. Yeah, go see the entire museum. Make time to do that. Make time to see everything.
That's another thing too. That's another thing. The museum, like we got like half of it done the first year, and the second year we got the other half done, going through like the entire museum. So we got to see everything. We've already seen it all now. Right. So it's like, all right, let's go see something else. Go to Fenway this year. We'll get another ballpark. It's time to tour the ballparks. Now, if there's a specific player that interests us, probably go to Cooperstown.
That's 1,000%. And that's what I'm saying. So, and not even just like Phillies players, like depending on who gets in future years, depending on the player, and it'd probably be very crowded for the players we're going to want to see in the future. But that's kind of like what comes with the territory. But it's a good class this year, Nick. It's CC, Ichiro, and Wagner. Like you had the graphic up there. By the way, you've been fantastic with the graphics. I'm trying to learn. My graphics.
Appreciate you, man.
You know what's funny? You can tell when I'll put something on Instagram versus you putting something on social because yours are just better. Yours are just better.
Potatoes. I'm just gonna go through all of them.
You're gonna show off.
Throw Ellie versus O'Neal.
Oh, there he is. Oh my gosh, how many you got lined up? You got a whole portfolio. Mine is just terrible. You should have seen. Oh my god, my mid-season awards one for what Jake Wilson and Drake Ball.
Yeah,
they weren't horrible. They weren't good though. It was like look what I can do.
Listen, I appreciate it. It's I've gotten better. Like I was not very good at graphics for a while. I've tried to teach myself to get better at graphics, at the multiple jobs that I work. So I try and work on those skills, and I try. Got a couple done before. I told you, I texted you because we were gonna start at a certain time. I was like, "Hey, can we wait a couple minutes? I'm gonna get a couple graphics done before the show, and just put a few up there."
Anybody you're so Dave Parker, rest in peace. Dick
Yep.
Allen, rest in peace. They're they're gonna be inducted. Just the guys that are gonna be speaking. Are you anybody like you're looking forward to? Billy Wagner's former Philly. Just saying, former Phil.
Dick Allen getting inducted by the committee.
Yep.
I think that's the part I'm a little bummed out that we didn't go because Dick Allen's getting in.
A little bit,
very well deserved. A long time coming, by the way. About damn time. Okay.
Agreed. Could have seen it while he's alive, but
yeah, but. I think, Ichiro getting in, CC, like those two guys really grew up with. Like I grew up with those guys my whole entire childhood. So seeing those, Billy Wagner, great that he got in, former Phil, but yeah, I grew up with Ichiro and CC. Like those were the guys, like those were the baseball cards you were looking for sure. Like no disrespect to Wagner, but those were my guys, So I think CC, Ichiro, very excited to see those two go in. And, as a Phillies fan, good memories of CC,
For sure.
in the home run in the NLDS when he was with the Brewers. It's great. So, yes. But, yeah, seeing CC and Nitro get in is pretty cool because, it makes me feel a little old, too. Not going to lie. Seeing them already in the Hall of Fame now, we're in a new era. We're in a new era. Damn.
Yep. All right. I think that'll do it. I know you're hungry. Settle down. You're getting there. We're almost. I should go on like a 10-minute rant on something just to keep you here. Yeah, we hope you everyone that tuned in, hope you enjoyed the show. Let us know what you would like us to we're gonna do a deadline show next.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to figure out with our schedules when we can do our deadline show. We're going to try to have it as close to the trade deadline on the 31st next week as possible.
Yeah, but that's going to be fun, man. I hope it's an exciting deadline this year. I know the third wild card has kind of dampened the mood on the deadline. I feel like there's going to be something big that happens, man, that we're not even there's going to be somebody traded that we are not discussing. That's what's going to happen. That's my prediction. If we had to give a bold prediction right now, someone we are not discussing is going to get moved. That's a big time name. That's just my prediction for it.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it, though. All right, so this has been episode 94 of The Shift. You see all the social stuff on the screen here. If you don't see it, if you're listening to the pod, we appreciate you. But go make sure that you follow us Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. So we'll be back next week. Deadline show coming soon. We'll talk to you then.